Yo, what's good, everyone? You guys have been asking for my aim routine, and finally, here we go. It's time for the aim routine drop. I have a playlist on AimLab that I used to play before I started playing competitively because I would aim train because I was very bad at the game, like most of you. And you guys definitely need this. So these are my 5 scenarios that I mostly played. Like, I have a lot of plays on these. Everything else is kind of useless. This one, the first one is tracking, then micro flicking, and then more other flicking ones, but I would say these two helped me the most. These three were more just like for fun, just like play them and you go play for a score, but you know, I would say this one and the other one were mostly the two good ones. And then I would do, you know, each scenario about like 30 minutes every day, pop an energy drink, give it my all, and then it's mostly to work on your muscle memory, how to move your mouse. I know, it's really easy, you move your mouse left and right, it's not that difficult, but some of you struggle with it, so I'll just tell you how to do it. Not that hard. And then this one was really good. I like this one, because it works on your flicking and like micro adjusting. I love this scenario the most. I would say this scenario is probably like the best for like, you know, getting your flicks left, right, and like micro adjusting like this. Because this is basically you just like going for headshots in Valorant. And then again, obviously I would do this for 30 minutes as well. Or like, it doesn't have to be like 30 minutes, but like, if you feel like you've had enough warm-up, or like, you know, your arm starts to get tired before 30 minutes, then you don't have to do anymore. But yeah, I would say play for like about 30 minutes every day for however long. I don't know, I only did this for like maybe 2 months. And then I was just like, I'm good to go. And then this one is basically the same, but more targets. This one is also really fun. More micro adjusting. You know, obviously, I had a pretty solid score here as well. It's not too bad. Sure, next scenario, let's go. And then this one was like more for fun, but I still found it kind of useful. More micro adjusting. And then on top of that, like, all of these scenarios are just like building your muscle memory more and more and more on like how to flick and micro adjust, doing small movements. Basically like Valorant, just like you're holding an angle and then like you flick to the right micro adjusting. This is basically all it's doing. All these scenarios are just building your micro flicking. And then grid shot. I fucking hate this one. This one is probably the most useless one. Cause like this is just like going for speed. The targets are too big, the targets are too close. Doesn't really do anything, but I still played it for fun. That is my AimLab playlist. If you search up Demon1, I will have a link in the description. That's it for the AimLab part, and then next we have the actual in-game part, so we'll skip to that. And now for the Valorant part with the actual game mechanics. Usually I'll just hop in the range, 5-10 minutes, kind of do like this, like that headshot scenario I was talking about, more micro adjusting and flicking. But this one is obviously in game now with like the gun and like different like positions, because in the aim trainer they're like in one line, so they're easier, but now you're kind of in game with the actual gun itself. And I'll do this for like 5-10 minutes with the Vandal. Just adjust, more micro adjust. Everything's about micro adjusting. You want to keep your aim really precise, because obviously that's what this game is about. You don't want to be looking like FNS, spraying like this, whiffing every bullet. You know, shout out FNS, this video's for you, man. You've been asking for it, but, you know. And then you can like ADS, more micro adjusting. And like, you don't like have to like set a timer for like 5-10 minutes, you know. You don't have to do it every day. I did it every time before I played. So like whenever I would hop on and play, I would do that stuff with the Vandal, and then, you know, with the Sheriff, just put my crosshairs somewhere and then adjust for the headshot. More micro adjusting and flicking, just cause like in a game, like your crosshair might be here and then you have to like flick to the guy's head there, or like it might be too low and then you have to flick up. And like the more you get comfortable with your sensitivity and like micro adjusting, your aim will just get better and better and better. And like, you know, obviously it can't be perfect, but it'll be up there, it'll get better. Crosshair placement is everything too. Aiming is not the only thing about it, it's definitely a lot of crosshair placement, but and then you can go with the Guardian as well. Just micro adjust more and more. But yeah, I would kind of just do this for like however long I felt like I needed to be fully warmed up. Usually like 20 minutes in the range. Just swap around the guns. Go back to Sheriff, Guardian, back to a Vandal. And then, you know, you still have jet knives too, you can kind of just flick with these as well. Not really effective, because you're not really playing the game with the jet knives, you're mostly using the Vandal or like a Guardian, or like for those of you that are noobs, you will use a Phantom, the trash weapon. But I guess you can kind of do this, but yeah. You know, Phantom, the Sheriff, the Ghost. I've never really done it with the Ghost, because you're not really taking gunfights with it, and there's no point. You want to just like use the major guns, and just like all micro adjusting is just micro adjusting. But with the Vandal, it's just like easier, or like with the Phantom, because that's what you use mostly. And obviously outside of this, I would run like 5 to 10 death matches, or like play for however long I wanted to. You don't really have to like be, oh my god, he said 5 to 10, I have to play between 5 or 10. Like, no. You can play like 3, you can play like 5. I'm not a big fan of death matches, but I still played them because there was nothing else to do, to just like run around and like fight other people unless you're in a Valorant game where you can like respawn and then you know, just take gunfights. I would say team deathmatch, now that it's out and you can play that. Team deathmatch was definitely way better. Other tips I have for you guys: unbind crouch, never crouch, very bad. Crosshair placement, just focus on your crosshair placement, then this will come over time. Like, really put it into your head, and like, I have to aim at head level, and then shoot a couple bullets, and then, you know, move around. You don't want to commit to a spray, because spraying is bad in this game. That's not how you get kills. Have you seen FNS's stats? That's what happens when you spray. I'm joking. It's a joke. I had to throw that one in there, but yeah. So, you know, hopefully this helps you out, FNS. Hopefully you start aiming like me. I know you've been waiting for it. So there you go. That is the Demon1 aim routine, full length. What I used to do back then to get to this level, basically. So that was my first YouTube video too. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back later for more. Peace.